having me and giving me this opportunity to share my views and of my organization. So far as MSME's situation is concerned during this crisis, as you would be all aware that prior to COVID, MSMEs have been suffering from a crisis of liquidity starting from demonetization itself. Then the GST happened and the GST further stretched them so far as liquidity goes, because they had to, the moment they raised the bill, they had to deposit the GST in a specified date, whether they have got the payment or not. So they were already stressed when, unfortunately, COVID happened. And COVID created a new crisis because there was no revenue, but the fixed expenses remained that of salaries, electricity fixed charges, rents, and so on. It was initially a problem of liquidity, and then it became a question of solvency. Because unless you pay them, you would not be able to really remain solvent, and there would be no option but to close them. In such a scenario, government came out with a couple of big schemes. Number one was a 3 lakh crore rupees loan bonanza, whereby units, those who are running loans at a particular given date, they were allowed to get 20% additional fund of that outstanding loan without collateral for the 4 years. So it certainly helped the little larger segment of MSMEs, typically I would say smaller and medium enterprises, who first of all had a sizable loan, 20% of which also would become sizable. It was collateral free and interest rates were quite lucrative. So it was good for that particular segment of MSMEs, theoretically. Unfortunately, till now, the traction on the ground has been very, very slow. So the loan scheme remains, the lucrativeness of it remains for a segment of MSMEs, but they have not so far been able to see the green packs as yet. The second part was a stress fund that was created, that many, as was obviously, as I said in the beginning, that many MSMEs would face the challenge of solvency and they might become insolvent. So government also created a stress fund that would give additional money in the form of equity to the promoter so that they can raise more funds from the banks in the form of loans. The guidelines for these schemes are not yet announced, so there is no impact as yet for this scheme. Similarly, fund of funds also, there are no guidelines, so there is no impact. The fourth one which you mentioned was very important one, and that was that above 200 crore rupees, no tenders would be allowed to be opened to global competition. And it was announced as part of the MSME package, the idea being, or the intention of the government being, that this 200 tenders below 200 crore rupees would be earmarked or at least would be targeted to MSMEs to create demand for MSMEs. Unfortunately, the feedback we are getting from the ground is this, that the multinational companies, which are also technically Indian companies, not only are participating, but they are getting the pre-qualification criteria changed in their favor to crowd out MSMEs from this particular segment also. So we do not think that they are going to get benefit. Now let me come to the last part of your question, that what could be done. I say that public procurement is a hugely important issue, and for creation of demand, government can really do wonders for MSMEs, and the MSMEs would benefit in two ways, not only just for the demand itself, because public procurement in India is to the tune of around $1 trillion. That means 1/3 of India's GDP, starting from municipality to the central governments. And at least in the central government, 25% of this particular volume is earmarked, set aside for MSMEs by law. So all central government agencies will have to procure 25% of the MSMEs. So if they really go out and procure goods from India, either in Make in India fashion or as the BSNL tenders and other tenders are giving some kind of an indication that increasingly it would be Indian companies that are going to benefit from this. I think this is a good thing and could be done. And we have to see that MSMEs are not crowded out through the pre-qualification criteria. So we have to find a way that their ability to participate remains. The second is that public sector undertakings and the government agencies can help them create liquidity by listing themselves in the trades platforms. There are 3 trades platforms where after a certain period of time, the bills of the MSMEs, the invoices become instruments that can be bought and sold. Currently, any company above 500 crore rupees is required to be registered in these trades platforms. But so far, most of them have shied away from allowing MSMEs to take advantage of it because they are not enlisting their invoices. I think government, if they ensure that all public undertakings or public, institutions who are buying goods and services will have to mandatorily register themselves and start allowing discount of invoices, that will create enormous amount of liquidity for the MSME sector. So it would help them in 2 ways, as I said. Number 1, by creating demand, and 2, by creating liquidity. I think currently this could be done without spending even a single rupee from government's pocket, because I can understand that currently if COVID crisis is there, it is there for the government's finances also. And we don't know as if we have peaked as yet, and government might need more money for emergency situations. But at least this could be done without any additional fiscal burden from the government part.
Thank you, Anilji. You mentioned that